Hey everyone, Destiny here from Event Pro Coach. Today we're going to be talking about something that kept me broke for years: undercharging. Hi there, welcome to our channel. If this is your first time here, you're very much welcome. If you've been here before, you know how we roll. So today we're talking about undercharging. You see, previously I used to charge say $500, an average of $500 per event, and I thought I was doing great. I was very busy, I was booked, but I was broke. Then I learned how to price based on value and not just hours, and everything changed. Now I charge $3,000 to $8,000 per event, same work, better clients, more profit. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. So by the end of this video, you will know why you're probably undercharging right now and how to calculate your real value and my exact pricing formula and how to present your prices without apologizing. So if you're an event professional who's tired of working so hard but not making any money, this video is for you. Now let's dive in. And hey, if you're new here, again, I'm Destiny. I've been planning events for 16 years and now I help event professionals build profitable, sustainable businesses. So if that is you, please do subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future events. All right, let's start talking pricing. Let's begin with the truth. You see, most event professionals undercharge, and it's not because they are bad at what they do, or it's not because they are bad at business, but it's because of three big lies that we've been told. And lie number one is, I need to be cheap to be able to compete. You see, this is the biggest lie in the industry. You think to yourself, oh, if I charge less than everyone else, then I'll get more clients, I'll get more jobs. But you see, what actually happens is that cheap prices attract cheap clients, and those cheap clients are those clients who haggle. They are the clients who don't value your work. They are clients who expect champagne prices on beer budgets. I learned this the hard way. When I used to charge $500, my clients would ask for discounts. They would question every single thing, every single item. They would compare me to their cousin who does events for free. And at the end of the day, you will still get bad reviews if one thing went wrong. But when I raised my prices to $3,000, my client said yes without negotiating. They trusted my expertise. They even referred me to their wealthy friends, right? And guess what? They left glowing testimonials. Same work, but different clients. You see, price is positioning. You see, those clients who will pay you right are not clients who have time to haggle. People who have money are not people who, focus on little things. They have bigger things to worry about. So that's why they hire you to take care of those little things for them, and they trust that you can take care of it, and they leave it to you. Price is positioning. You see, when you charge premium prices, you attract premium clients. Now let's go to line number two. Line number two tells you, oh, I can't charge more until I have more experience. Trust me, that is false. Now, that is not to say that, well, I always say this, make sure you have the right skill. Make sure you've learned the job, right? You don't just wake up one day and you become an expert. No, you must have grown your skills. You must have, gotten a lot of experience until you're able to, because when people pay you high rates, they expect that you should be able to do the job, right? You can't be a beginner and pricing premium rates and you expect things to go well. That's not what I'm teaching here. I'm sure you get it. Now, you don't charge based on years of experience. You charge based on value. If you solve a $10,000 problem, you are worth $2,000 plus, even if it's your first year, right? As long as you're able to deliver the job. Now think about it. Let's say a bride hires you for her wedding and she's not paying for your 10 years of experience. She's paying to not stress for 6 months. She's paying for her day to be perfect. She's paying for peace of mind. That is your value, not your years of experience, not your hours, not your how many years you've been doing this. It is rather your value. It is rather your impact. Now let's talk about line number 3. Line number 3 tells you, oh, if I charge more, I'm going to lose my clients. Yes, and that is a good thing. When I raised my prices, I lost half of my clients. But you know what happened? I made more money working with fewer people. I went from 10 events at $500, which is equal to $5,000, to 3 events at $3,000, which gave me $9,000. Same month, less work, more profit, better clients. So you see, you don't need more clients. You just need better clients. You just need the right clients. So if you've been believing any of these lies, this is the right time to unlearn them, because your pricing is costing you more than money. It is costing you your time, it is costing you your sanity, and it is costing you your energy. We're going to talk about how to fix this. Let's talk about how to calculate your real value, your actual value. So how do you exactly know what to charge? You know, most event professionals do this. They calculate costs plus markup equals price. For example, say venue is $2,000 and catering is about $3,000 and decor is $1,000, and which is a total of $6,000. And then you add 20% markup, which is about $7,200. Then that becomes your price. That is absolutely wrong. You know why? Because you see, that formula accounts for only the costs. It doesn't account for your value. It doesn't add what you're giving to that, project. It doesn't give your time. It doesn't give your expertise. It doesn't give your stress. It doesn't give your risk, right? So rather, this is my formula that I use. It is a value-based pricing strategy. Now, here's how it works. Step 1, calculate your baseline costs. What are baseline costs? Your baseline costs includes like your vendor costs, your venue, catering, your business overhead, like maybe your software, your insurance, your marketing, all of those things. And then your time. How many hours will this event take? How many hours are you going to be standing for? Right? So to be more practical, let's put figures to it. Let's say, for example, hiring of your vendors costs say $6,000, and then your overhead is $500, and then your time, how many hours you're putting into the whole task is say 40 hours. So your baseline is going to be 6,500 from what we've just calculated, right? Now, step 2 is you would add your expertise fees. Your expertise fees is your value now, right? Because this is where most people mess it up. Your expertise is valuable, please. That is, I don't know how else I'm going to say it. It's valuable because you know which vendors are going to be reliable, which vendors are going to deliver what the client wants. You know how to negotiate prices. You know how to handle last-minute disasters. You know how to make events run flawlessly. Those are values that you're bringing to this project. Please don't play it down. Don't downplay it. Don't undermine it. Charge for it. Because that knowledge is worth money. I charge a flat $2,000 to $5,000 expertise fee depending on event complexity. For a simple birthday party, I would charge $2,000. For a complex corporate event, I'll charge between $5,000. I would say $5,000. So now we are at the baseline of $6,500 plus expertise of $3,000, which is equal to $9,500, right? And you see, that changes everything for you as a business person, okay? So step 3, add the transformation value. This is the absolute secret. This is because your client is not hiring you just to plan an event. They are hiring you so that you can reduce their stress for the next 6 months. They look good in front of their guests, right? They create a memory that they will cherish forever through you, right? Now, that's the transformation that you're bringing. You create a memory for them that they will cherish forever. You see, what is that worth? For a bride, that is worth thousands of dollars. For a CEO hosting a client event, it is worth tens of thousands. Now, I typically add, say, 20 to 30% for transformation value. So from what we've been calculating before, so $9,500 plus, say, 25% will be equals about $11,875, right? So let's round it off to say 12,000. That at the end of the day becomes my price. So this covers for the whole thing. Now, I know what you might be thinking right now. Destiny, come on. I can't charge $12,000 for an event. Brother, sister, yes, you absolutely can. You can. Now, this is not for every client. It has to be for the right client, right? And the beautiful part of all this is that you only need 1 or 2 of these clients per month to make 450,000 plus per year. Isn't that juicy? Isn't that beautiful? But you need to know what you're doing, right? Now, let me show you the math. We've been talking so much. Let me show you the math. Scenario 1. Let's paint a scenario of, when you charge the cheap pricing. Let's say 10 events at $1,000 will equal $10,000 per month. And you spend 40 hours per event, per one of those events, right? So that equals about 400 hours per month. That is basically an average of $25 per hour. You see yourself, you're literally working yourself to death for $25 per hour. I don't know about you. I don't want to be in that state. I don't want to run a business like that. I don't know about you. Now, scenario 2, value-based pricing, just like we've just discussed. 2 events at $8,000, which equals $16,000 per month, right? And the same 40 hours per event, which equals 80 hours per month. So you're working less now, right? With only 2 events rather than 10 events in the cheaper pricing one. Now that is $200 per hour, right? You're doing the same work per event, less total work, more money. Which one would you rather have? It's all about strategy. So here's your homework. I want you to grab a piece of paper. Calculate your value-based price for your next event using this formula. Baseline cost plus expertise fee plus transformation value equals your actual price. And I promise you, it's higher than what you're currently charging, okay? I want us to talk about how to present that price without feeling guilty. Right now, you've calculated your value-based price. Now, this is the scariest part. How do you tell your client, this is what I charge? Now, here's what most event planners do. So you hear things like, my price is $8,000, but if that's too much, I can work with you for any price, any amount that you have. Maybe we can cut off some things. I know it's a lot. Bruh, stop it. Because when you apologize for your price, you're telling the client that I don't believe that I'm worth this amount. And if you don't believe it, who do you think will believe it? Do you expect your client to believe in what you don't believe in? No. So you have to believe in yourself so that other people can believe in you, isn't it? Exactly. That's how the world works. So here's how to present prices with confidence. Step 1, frame the investment, not the cost. Don't say everything is $8,000. No. Say your investment to this project is $8,000. Why? Because investment implies value. Cost implies expense. I know this might be a lot. It just takes time to understand and to get it. So I want you to watch this video maybe 1 or 2, twice or maybe 3 times so you can grasp it properly. And then, try to learn. Try to take some time to learn. And of course, we can, we do coaching, so we can hold your hand through all of this. So let's go back to what we're talking about. Now, step 2 is anchor the transformation and not just the tasks. Don't say, okay, for $8,000, you're going to get venue coordination, you get vendor management and day of execution. No. For example, I'd rather say for $8,000, you get a flawless event without having to lift a finger. You'll be a guest at your own celebration. All you have to do is just come in and have a fantastic time. Focus on the results and not the tasks, all right? So step 3, offer options, not discounts. If they say, okay, that is totally out of our budget, now don't immediately drop your price, right? Instead, offer tiers. Say, okay, I have 3 packages, right? Food service, $8,000. I handle everything from start to finish. Partial planning, $4,000. You handle vendor selection, and then I handle coordination and day of execution, right? Day of coordination is $2,000. Then You plan everything, I execute on the day. Which of these options feel right for you? This way, they are choosing a service level, but not negotiating your worth, right? Now, step 4, use the silent close. This is the most powerful sales technique that I've learned. After you state your price, stop talking. Don't say a word. Don't justify, don't apologize, don't fill the silence. Just wait. The first person to speak loses. I learned this from a mentor and it works. Clients will say, so what's your price? And then you say to them, your investment is $8,000. You zip it. Most of the time they'll say, okay, or let me think about it, right? Sometimes they'll negotiate. That's fine, right? But when you break the silence with, I know it's a lot, but you've already lost, because silence is confidence. Practice it, please. Now, step 5, know when to walk away. Now, this is the truth. Not every client is your client. If someone says, oh, that's ridiculous, that's a lot, or something like, oh, my friend does it for $500, please just smile and say, I understand. It sounds like my services is not the right fit for your budget. I'd be happy to refer you to someone who might be a better match. And please mean it when you say it, because every hour you spend with a client who doesn't value you is an hour you could spend finding a client who does. So don't waste your time, right? Pricing is not just about money, it's about respect. When you charge what you're worth, you attract better clients, you do better work, you build a sustainable business, and you actually enjoy what you do. And that's worth more than any discount. All right, I just want to be a little real with you for a few seconds. You see, when I first raised my prices, I was utterly terrified, because I was thinking to myself, oh my God, nobody's going to hire me. And you know what? Some people didn't. But the people who did hire me, they were better clients. They respected my time, they trusted my expertise, and they paid on time. And the best of it all is that they left amazing testimonials for me, and I even made more money working less. Last year, I worked with about 10 clients. The year before, I worked with about 25 clients. Same revenue, 1/3 of the work, right? That is the power of pricing. So if you're scared to raise your prices, I totally get it. I understand you. But I'm telling you that the only thing that is scarier than raising your prices is staying stuck at $500 events for the rest of your career. Please, you deserve better. Your family deserves better. Your business deserves better. So charge what you're worth and watch what happens. All right, let's do a quick recap. First, stop undercharging, because your price is equal to your positioning. 2, use value-based pricing. Your baseline plus expertise plus transformation, right? 3, present prices with confidence, no apologizing. 4, know when to walk away from bad fit clients, please. You see that if you implement just one thing from this video, make it this. Calculate your value-based price today and raise your price on your next proposal. Well, if you want help with this, I created something for you. It's called the Elite Event Toolkit. Inside of it, you will find my exact pricing calculator. You will find proposal templates, you will find contract templates, or financial trackers, and all of those. And the pricing calculator, all you have to do is just plug in your numbers, get your price. And the proposal templates, you present prices, it helps you present prices professionally. It's everything you need to make your business go to the next level. And hey, if this video helped you, please do me a favor, give it a thumbs up and do comment below. What are you currently charging per event? Let's keep each other accountable, all right? And please do subscribe if you want more real talk about building a profitable event business. I try to post new videos every week. Thank you so much for watching. Now, go raise those prizes. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.